Hi everyone, I thought that we would do an entire love message reading today and see what's coming through. Now this is timeless, so whenever you're watching this, you know, it can resonate with you from when you're watching this, not necessarily when I've posted it. I just wanted to mention because it's a timeless reading. I just also wanted to mention as well that this is for all star signs. So if you're here, it could be a sign in itself that there are some messages for you here. And I just wanted to mention as well that if any point this resonates with you, or if you like the video, don't forget to like and comment down below. Of course, I would love to know. And the last thing I wanted to mention is that the free reading giveaway is listed down below. The services I offer, which are the personal services, are also listed down below. Things like healing work, rituals to manifest different areas of your life, and of course there is the black magic energy, you know, dark energy removal as well, which I do. And then on my website, which is shopmoonlightguidance.com, there are various different intention items for loads and loads of intentions and categories for areas of your life that you want to manifest. And then in those categories, there's bracelets, necklaces, anklets, pom-poms, tassels, embroidered cards, which you can put under your pillow, your wallet, or your purse. There's also sage bundles, there's candles, ornaments, you know, check it out. It's really special, and I hope you also get some messages from this reading that really help you in your personal situations. All right, so let's begin. All right, let's have a look and see what messages we have for you. I was in denial. Okay. The vibe that I'm getting straight away is that this is someone who has potentially broken your heart. Just, you know, intuitively, spiritually, I feel like there's a heavy energy. Now, keep in mind that not all of these cards in here are to do with heartbreak. These are actually eternal love messages, which means that they really kind of vary across the board. And that's the thing. But I just pick up on a very, like, difficult energy, as I also see here with this card as well. And yeah, I definitely feel like this person has definitely caused pain and suffering inside of you and broken your heart. So it's interesting to see what kind of messages we will get from them. And this one here definitely goes to show that there is this sense here of them having been in denial and really, in many ways, not really knowing. I don't think it's because they didn't like you. It's more so because I think that past pain, past trauma, even from their childhood, difficult relationships in the past, and this inability to trust other people has got in their way of being able to be completely open and transparent with you. I don't believe that this is your wrongdoing in many ways. This is their own situations getting in the mix of then how they see you and sort of perhaps even projecting their trauma onto you and thinking that you're going to do that to them, whereas actually they're kind of creating that and sort of self-sabotaging and doing that. So, you know, it's just something to keep in mind. Now let's keep going. I don't want you to be with anyone else. You see, there's been this denial, but that's the thing, is that I don't think that this person has this ill will against you. They're not thinking, oh, I don't like you, and oh, I don't like the way you do this and how you do that or how you speak. Like, that's not what I see. They do like you, but the reason why things have gone the way that they have and what they would essentially want to say to you is that it's not you, it's me. It's not you, it's me. Well, there's an affirmation for you if you want to comment it down below. It's not me. It's not me. I'm not the problem. That's a very, very powerful thing in this situation, because I feel like some of you are blaming yourselves and thinking, what more could I have done? What more could I have done? What more could I have done? But this person was always going to at some point sort of create this difficulty because of their own past experiences. So it's not me is so powerful. I'm sure that you're probably thinking, oh, I should have done this a bit better and this a bit better. I mean, that's human nature, you know, that is. But I think that I'd say like a good, huge amount of this connection and why it went the way it did was because of their choices and their actions as well. And their sometimes lack of ability to fully like realize, you know, that whole aspect of how they were acting based off of difficulties and then how they projected. You know, they find it hard to understand that. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, yeah, anyways, I didn't even explain this message, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory. They don't want you to be with anyone else. They do know your value and they know you're special. And they know there's not very many people out there like you. So that's interesting. Let's just move these across, actually. Thought about having a family with you. they have thought about having a family with you. Okay, I'm not blind to the signs, I do see them. So some of you might think to yourself, this person is oblivious. There's no way they see this connection in the same way that I do. And it's interesting because I feel like the tables are turning. I feel like they do actually see a lot of the signs, they do see synchronicities, but remember, everyone sees things differently. Everyone also loves differently. This is a very, very important thing to keep in mind. Oh, they see signs, right? But it's how much they do in regards to those signs. Do they see people, you know, sometimes that look like you, or see signs and synchronicities from the connection, have nostalgia towards the connection? Absolutely. But I don't think that they act as much as you do on those particular things. So for example, when you see a sign or synchronicity that reminds you of them, you may feel really emotional, you may feel like you just want to message them and talk to them, whereas when they see it, I think they suppress. That's the difference. That is the difference. See, everybody loves differently. Everyone reacts differently to certain situations as well. Okay, so now that we've got down to that part, I will say though that their suppressing is sort of failing right now, because these thoughts are coming into their mind. So that goes to show here that they are finding it very difficult to suppress things, and things are bubbling to surface. It's a little bit like a volcano. Yes, it's only so long before it's going to erupt. Which is interesting, okay, because there's literally a volcano in the Pacific that actually did go off. Oh my gosh, you know, it's so, oh my god, that's so scary, you know, for the people on the near islands. Whew. Yeah, okay. I've been putting myself first. I've been seeing it's only hurting me more. There you go. Okay. It wasn't you. It was them. They were always trying to guard themselves. They were always trying to be there for themselves. They were always trying to do what was best for them. And so I think it's another thing here is that actually them putting themselves first is hurting them more. And now they're realizing that actually their life was so much better with you in it, and has been better with you in it. Hence there is a sense of wanting to come towards you and wanting to progress things with you here. It was you. It was always you. Yep. See, it's you. Like, as in, I'm gonna get tangled in my words now, but you know that sense of like, it's not me, you know, I haven't been the one, you know, kind of being wrong in this situation, but this is them saying like, it was you, it was always you, like it was always you all along for them. And they're starting to see that. They're thinking about having a family with you, you know, being with you, understanding the role that you played in their life and the kindness and the care that you have brought into their life. That's huge. I've been receiving your telepathic messages, so yep, trust me on this one. They feel the signs, they hear the signs. I think before they really suppressed things, and now they're starting to realize and have this awakening. I've been telepathically communicating with you. Yeah, again, another message here. So I think that when you, for example, are kind of like thinking about them, they can sort of pick up on that energy quite a bit, which I think is interesting. And it's interesting actually, the more you're kind of just like in your own bubble, in your own world, the more the more they are telepathically trying to communicate with you, and they could be lying awake in bed and just kind of be thinking about things that they want to say to you, and kind of just be kind of talking to you in that sense. But, you know, they're talking to themselves but addressing you. So they could be like, oh, you know, just lying awake in bed and being like, you know, I wish I just treated you better. Like they can say things like that to themselves, but they're like addressing it to you. That's also a way of telepathically communicating, so keep that in mind. We've got, I've been hurting without you, you have no idea. So they are starting to feel the pain that they have caused you. And you know what? I feel like they know that they're losing out. Their life is just not that great without you. No matter how they show it online or to other people, their life is not how other people see it. Like it's just not. They're not happy, they're not feeling good, they're not feeling confident. I've been feeling your presence around me. So again, those telepathic messages, even from your side, if you're like trying to communicate with them, they feel those messages. They also feel your warmth and your kindness, because I feel like they're not surrounded by the best of people, let's say. And so then they feel your presence and they think about, well, what if you were in my life? Like what would, you know, what could have it been? What could it have been? There we go. Sorry. my words. Hey, listen, I'm filming this during a Mercury retrograde. I'm ruled very heavily by Mercury. to the point where it would shock you just how much Mercury is in my birth chart. So, you know, I have some technical, Moonlight Guidance has some technical glitches at this time, astrologically. Okay, so I thought about taking a trip with you. All right, so they have thought about perhaps potentially going somewhere with you or coming to you, explaining things to you, and really just talking things through. And I think that the main thing here is that they are now realizing how their life is without you. You might even think to yourself, meh, that's right, you can keep your life and I'll have mine, and I'd rather move forward. That's okay, you know, you can move forward in your life, that's not a problem. So, you know, whether you accept them or reject them in the future, that's really your choice, you know. I think that's very important. I really hate not communicating as much as I want to. Yes, by the way, if you see some grammar errors on the cards, I just bought them online, but I didn't realise that there was some spelling issues and things like that. So just, you know, just bear with it. I know what we know what we see here in terms of messages, okay? I know some of you pointed that out in one of my other videos. I was like, yeah, I know, but like, you know, there's not a lot I can do about that. So I really hate not communicating as much as I want to. Yeah, there's really not a lot happening here between the two of you. But one thing I will say for sure is that they do feel bad, and they will tell you that, look, I was in denial. I was just hurt by, you know, pain and trauma and sadness and frustration and all of these difficulties I was dealing with, and now I know what can be. I know that I am much more stronger and much more mature, and I can actually handle things, and that's when they'll come to you, which is actually so much better, because then you know that it's legit, you know. I thought about living together, which we've got a lot of cards here that actually coincide other cards. So the family one here, the family one here, the telepathic one here, there you go, right? Really sensitive deep down, I just put up a front. Isn't that exactly what I mentioned? Here we go. They may show themselves to be really, really doing very well on the exterior, even on social media and to others, but deep down they are hurting. They are hurting, they do not feel good, they are not happy the entire time. This one here says the whole twin flame stuff sometimes scares me. This person has been on the internet and they've done some Googling around, and they have very much so Googled certain situations, like what does it mean if you have gone through this situation or you still can't let go of a certain person. Oh, got a notification at the exact same time. And then they are basically thinking to themselves, what does this mean? And I think that they have really come across the term twin flame, especially if they haven't known about it before. And it scares them. They're like, what the heck is this? It's like opening a can of worms where you're like, oh my goodness, this is a whole world I didn't know about. And I'm just telling you that they may have also done that recently, where they have basically found out what the twin flame connection actually is. Then we have here, my nerves have been getting the best of me. So there we go. This really is very powerful because, yeah, they do at times feel quite overwhelmed and stressed out and, yeah, very all over the place. And that's just part of their energies here. Some people don't want to see us together, but I don't care. If there has been friction between you and, some people that who are connected to them, or very much so their family, things like that, this person here is just like, I don't really care, I want to be with you, I want to make things work with you, and that's just that. So it's almost like they want to fight for you, kind of an energy, which is something I'm seeing here. Oh, literally just like turned it over. I'm going to take action. I'm just planning the approach. That's it. That is it. Like, that is literally it. Wow. Amazing, isn't it? Amazing. Literally. They're going to take action. I'm just planning the approach. So they're thinking about how to do all of this, They know they're going to do something about it. They're just thinking, okay, what can I do? And that is what we do have there. So I really hope this helped you and gave you lots of clarity, information, knowledge. And yeah, I really, really hope it helps. And what else can I tell you? Oh yes, if you of course claim this reading, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment down below. Check out the description box below for information on the personal services, the free reading giveaway, the intention items, and I also have TikTok and Instagram. If anyone wants to follow me on there, feel free to do so. I post short readings on there every day for you, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye everyone.